you want to see how I did this, then just keep on watching. When I'm filling in my eyebrows, instead of going right in with the dip brow that I usually use, I first conceal the underneath of them and then I go in and fill them in. I'm just gonna put some concealer on them. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind. I'm just gonna follow my natural brow shape. I'm dragging the concealer down on my eyelid just to prep it for eyeshadow. That's what it looks like. It just makes such a big difference. And I'm going to go in and actually fill in my brow hairs. And I'm just following that shape that I already made with the concealer. This eyebrow is done. I'm going to do the next one off camera and I will be back to start the eyeshadow. For my eyes, I'm going in with this Anastasia powder bronzer. It's in the shade Saddle and I'm just going to use this as a transition shade for my eyeshadow. And for my brush, this is the Anastasia A10. The palette that I'm going in with today is this Huda Beauty mini palette. For the first color, I'm going to take this middle shade right here. The brush I'm using is the Morphe M513. This next shade I'm taking is this burgundy color and I'm going to take this into my crease. The brush I'm using to blend out the edges is this Morphe M209. I'm not going to put any color on this brush. I'm just going to start blending the edges out. To deepen this up a little bit more, I'm going to go in with this corner color right here. Next, I'm going to do a halo eye, so I'm going to take some concealer and just apply it right in the middle. So now I'm going to set this with setting powder. So now that I have that, I'm going to blend out the edges again using this color right here. And also I am using the Morphe E22 brush. I'm going in with that darker shade and I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner and the inner corner. I'm going to go in with the Morphe 35B palette and just take this white and add it in the center to make it pop just a little bit more. So the eyeshadow is done. I'm going to do my next eye and apply my lashes and I'll be back to finish off my face. Now that my eyes are done, I'm going to go in with some primer. This is the Too Faced Timeless Smoothing Primer. I'm just going to rub this in. And also, I already prepped my skin with moisturizer, so don't forget to skip that step too, because it's really important to have a moisturized face under your foundation. Even if you have really oily skin, I mean everyone's opinion is different on that, but I think it's so good to start off with the moisturizer because it just sets your face for your foundation, and your skin needs oil in general. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. I'm going to use, this is the new CoverGirl, it's the True Blend Matte. Don't think it's very full coverage and I like a full coverage look, so to make it a little bit more full coverage, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Finish, and that will add a little bit more coverage for me. Like, I just blended that all in and I can still see my skin underneath, and if you're a fan of that, I think this is perfect foundation, but I'm not. I actually really hate that. From that Wet n Wild foundation, and it just completely covers up everything that I wanted to hide. I am going to lighten up my skin a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Age Rewind by Maybelline and this concealer. I'm just going to have a lot because it's a lot lighter and it's going to make me look paler because that's what I need right now. At my face, I'm going in with Airspun. It keeps your face very matte and that's why I really like it the most. And I apply it all over my nose because that's where I get the most oily. It's just all over my nose. So, and then after I do that, I honestly just take this and I just pat it all over my face. I'm taking, this is a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to apply powder down my neck to set the foundation that I put down there. And then I'm just very lightly doing this to brush off that powder. I don't keep it on for long at all. Like, I literally brush it off right away. For my bronzer, I'm going back in with that Anastasia bronzer that I had used earlier on my eyes. It's the same shade in Saddle. I like to hold my hair back because I want to make sure that I get also a little bit in my hairline, because obviously my hairline or my scalp like isn't this dark. Now that my bronzer is done, I'm just going to wipe away any remaining powder that is on my face. And now I'm going to blend out that edge right here and make sure that it is blended nicely. For blush, I'm using the Tarte blush in the shade Party. And I'm just going to apply that to the apple of my cheeks. And sometimes I will just add a little bit onto my nose as well. For highlighter, I'm going to use Fenty Beauty in Hustler Money. And then the brush I'm using is the Morphe M510. I'm going to finish off my under eye, and I'm going to use this darker color right here. This is the Natasha Denona palette. It's the eyeshadow palette 10, and I'm going to use this gold color right here. Lastly, to finish off this look, I'm going to use the NYX Lingerie, and this is the shade Lace Detail. For a gloss, I'm going to go in with a Dose of Colors with I Love Sarah, the shade Barely There. Finish everything off, I'm going to spray my face with Urban Decay Setting Spray, All Nighter. I'll see you guys soon with another video.